Good evening, everybody. This is Davey Jones for our Pizza Hut in Bucyrus with Coach's Corner West on the WQEL Facebook page. We're brought to you in part tonight by Doug Ludock and Adam Weisner and all the associates in advanced fiber technology. Coach Tim Plumley, Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Matt Studer, Spitzer, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram Kia, just a mile east of the Richland Mall. Rob West at Edgefield Animal Clinic, Marion. Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Heinlein, and everybody at Bucyrus Blades, serving worldwide markets from Bucyrus since 1951. And Roger Brown at Weeks Lock and Safe, South Poplar Street at West Warren, Bucyrus. It's our privilege to welcome our microphones Coach Barry Egan and the Bucyrus boys basketball team. And Coach, our record 1-2 overall, 0-2 in the N10. We had a leadoff victory over Ridgedale as we opened the season, then a couple of tough losses to Mohawk, which I understand we were kind of in that ball game until the last 2 minutes of the game.
We got down 22-3.
Okay.
And we were just fighting uphill in quicksand from there, but came back and cut it to 2 and just didn't have enough to get over the hump.
All right, and then Colonel Crawford put one on us. Coach, I'm going to tell you right now that I think most people that pay attention to high school basketball recognize Colonel Crawford as probably being certainly the best team in the N10 and one of the best teams in the North Central Ohio area.
They certainly have a nice group. Mason, I think, is really the glue that holds that group together and has for the last 3 years. He's so solid and unselfish, and he sets the tone defensively, and he gets the ball to the scorers in a quick scoring position. And I always tell our guys, if you show me a good passer, I'll show you a good basketball player, and he certainly is that.
All right. Quote from you to Dane Messerschmidt: "We played right into their hands tonight. We shot our way way too quick and took a major step backwards."
Well, and
you don't sugarcoat it, do you, Coach?
Well, it is what it is. We turn the ball over, and it's tough to guard when you're always trying to fix it in a backside situation and rotate. And I would rather take a 5 count. At least we got a chance to guard them in that. But when we turn it over and we shoot it quick, that's really not how we can play, because they just out-athlete us at that point.
Go through the minds. You're a lot closer to your team than virtually anybody else. Go through the minds of the young people on the basketball team. Are they pulling the trigger quick, like they think this is our only chance, we've got to do this?
Well, I think we'd have to have a sports psychologist for that. No, I think our sometimes we listen, but we don't hear. And it's just a matter of us as coaches doing a little bit better job to get a message across. But we've got kids that they are trying. They're trying to do their best, and they were exceptionally disappointed with their effort as we were. So we're kind of in this together, and we went back out today, and we're just trying to fix some things, get ready for this weekend.
All right. Bucyrus did have a little bit of a good portion of the game, the last half of the first quarter, when you did score 6 or 7 possessions. But after that, not so much.
Well, we're only going to get better if we can play consistently for longer stretches of periods of time, and that's what we've been trying to stress, and we've done a pretty good job up until Saturday, but I think there was a lot that factored into that, and I think that was Crawford himself.
All right. Got to credit Colonel Crawford's defense. It almost appeared from when I was reading Dan's article, Crawford telling me now, that Colonel Crawford came out and said, we're going to practice defense tonight. We're going to tune our defense in this basketball game. Did it feel like that at all?
I felt like that we were wearing red jerseys, and sometimes we were throwing it to the white jerseys.
Okay.
And the game's kind of simple. I think it had a lot to do with everything they were doing as far as getting up into us, and we certainly didn't help ourselves out by passing it to the next nearest open person. We kind of skipped the ball at times when we didn't need to, but a lot of it had to do with their pressure, and hopefully we'll get better. We still get to play them again at Bucyrus, so we'll see what happens if we can get better and give them a better game next time.
All right. They have, you mentioned Mason Studer, 17 points in the game. Carter Valentine, 20 points, and Braxton Baker with 12 points in that ball game. It's kind of hard to guard good ball players like that, and you do give up some size to Colonel Crawford as well.
Yeah, and if you don't turn it over 21 times, then you're not always running back and trying to stop them transition, because you know, when Mason's got the ball in his hands, he's going to find the next guy for an easy shot, and it'd be a lot easier on us if we could play it 5-on-5 and have a standing chance of trying to do something. But, you know, they've been good for a while, and you know, they've got an excellent point guard, and certainly Valentine is a tough matchup for anybody. So.
All right. Grady Jackson led Bucyrus with 6 points, Mike Wise with 7 rebounds. Quote again from the article that Dan wrote, I think our seniors will get these guys to regroup and refocus.
Yeah, you know, our 4 seniors are a wonderful group of kids, and you know, they listen well, they try to do their best, and I mean, they're trying to have an impact on our JV group to get them to listen a little bit better and play a little bit harder for extended periods of time. And you know, I'm very proud to be the basketball coach at Bucyrus, because I'm proud of the kids that represent our school and represent our community, because they're above and beyond reproach, and I love them to death.
All right. Average on the season, and this, you know, the Colonel Crawford team didn't help these averages at all, but Mike Wise is averaging 13.5. Malachi, who's sitting here at the table, along with Joe
Rager.
Rager? Okay, I couldn't read my writing. I wanted to say that. I didn't think it was a
He's a new kid.
Yeah. Where did we get him?
He played last year. He's just new and improved this year.
Good. All right, good. Well, he's averaging 11 points per game, even with the Colonel Crawford game. We're going to break for a second. Going to come back. We've got Grady Jackson, Malachi Bayless, and Mike Wise here to talk to you tonight. We'll talk to these guys here in just one moment. Our show is brought to you on the WQEL Facebook page by Lee Plymal and Brad Seibert at the Plymal Insurance Group, Bucyrus and Gallion, Hannah Newton at Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky, North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center, Bucyrus. Also, Vince Ponziani and Associates at Waycraft Industries, Rod Steiger, and everybody at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus and Gallion, the host of our show since 1992. And the Burkhart family at Burkhart Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette View, Winchester Road. And our privilege to welcome to the microphones. First of all, we're going to pass to Malachi Bayless, who is a sophomore and averaging 11 points per game. And Malachi, you know, talk to me a little bit about your sophomore. You had a very nice freshman year, and talk to me how you like to transition from your freshman year to your sophomore year in basketball.
I want to be a smarter player.
All right.
I want to improve on turnovers. I don't want to turn over nearly as much, and I feel like I have a new role. I'm starting this year. I came off the bench at 6-man last year, so I have a bigger role this year, and second point guard. So I really got to take care of the ball this year, and really want to get my teammates into it and have them score. We have a bunch of scorers this year, and we all need to be versatile.
But one of the things I talked to Coach about is when you get a team like Colonel Crawford, which obviously is bigger, especially in the post than Bucyrus is, that sets a whole new standard of challenges for guys like you who have to get the ball from the inside if at all possible.
Yeah, that's definitely
So how do you overcome that? I mean, I'm not going to give you a magic wand right now. What's the scoop? How do we overcome that?
We gotta be more physical. We gotta box them out, push them out of the key. We gotta go get the ball. That's the big thing right now.
Goals for the rest of the year, Malachi. You still got 80% of the season staring you in the face.
Win a sectional and district.
And a district?
Yeah.
That'd be good. I appreciate that, because I know that sectional has evaded Bucyrus for a long, long time. And
yeah.
You want to get right past that and get into the districts, right?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by and doing a job. Up next, it's Grady and Grady Jackson. Let's see, Grady, I think I had you written down here. You had 6 points in the ball game and led everybody on the team, but this was a particularly tough game. You knew Colonel Crawford was going to be a major challenge.
Yeah, Crawford's a pretty tough challenge.
And so what can you do? I'm not skipping over all the other games you got to get to Colonel Crawford again, but what can you do to get better to challenge Colonel Crawford and some of the other teams in the league?
Well, we got to take care of the ball better, especially me with being the point guard. I need to take care of the ball better, be smarter with our passes, and box out, and just be better really all around.
All right. Can you get that by practice?
Yeah.
Is it a mental thing, a physical thing, or a combination of both?
First off, in practice, we just need to work on going harder and take it more serious, I think.
All right. You weren't taking it seriously before?
No, we were, but I think we need to go harder.
Even step up the effort.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Thanks a lot for sharing some time with us. And finally, we got Mike Wise down there. And Mike you're kind of the big man on the team, right?
Yes.
And you're standing at what?
6 foot.
6 foot. Coach, why is it that give me the microphone for a second. Bring the mic down here. And I've been following Bucyrus basketball for a long, long time. And it just seems that very seldom that you guys get somebody who is 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" in the Bucyrus school district.
Our JV kids have got some big kids coming up, and that's going to certainly help us for the future. And we try to water our kids and put them in the sun as much as possible so they grow.
What was it? The thing that you put the moss on?
Oh, yeah, I'll put anything on them to get them to grow. But, hey, we still have to get better. It's as simple as that.
All right. Let's pass that right back down to Mike Wise. And Mike, the big man on the team at 6 foot, and it does present some challenges when you're going up in the post against guys 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". Talk to me a little bit about that. Again, is it a physical over mental thing, or a mental over physical, or a combination of both?
I think ultimately I just have to find creative ways to get around people. Me lacking the size of 6'5", I think I'm a bit quicker than most who are taller. So I try to use quicker moves, just try to get them off balance, and then make a shot from there.
Is this a fair question? But did your experience playing football, and you played tight end, right?
It's a little bit of tight end, wide receiver in the end. Yeah.
Okay, so you had to be a little physical with that. Does that experience help you in basketball a little bit with getting into the post and moving some people around?
I would say, yeah, it helps out a little bit. It definitely puts on that little, the thicker skin, taking some shots down low. It's, some people get bruised up, and, it's a different ball game down there compared to out top. But yeah, you got to play big down there, or else you're just gonna get moved around.
All right. Listen, I appreciate you stopping. I got some goals for this year. Follow Malachi to the districts.
Yes, I would definitely like to get a sectional championship before I graduate. Just get the JV team, get the younger guys involved. Really show them that you don't have much time.
Yeah, it goes fast, doesn't it?
As Coach always says, our clock is ticking, and it's felt like it's only been a couple years. So.
All right. Mike, I appreciate you stopping by and pass that microphone back down. I'm going to talk to Coach a little bit about some of the stuff that's coming up here in the reasonably near future. Our show brought to you in part by Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, Signs, Route 309, right across from the old Marion Depot. Also, Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center, Mike Kleinite, Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, Marion, the Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home, Ted Coder, Monarch Body Shop up in Dutchtown, and Blythe Freedley and Todd McDougall, Freedley and Company Insurance in the heart of Washington. And let's go back to Coach and talk about some of the things coming up tomorrow. I've got a game against Ashland Crestview.
Our Ashland Crestview game.
No, it says right here, got moved.
Was supposed to be tonight, and they had to switch it. They had a choir, being close to the Christmas season and all.
All right.
You have to get that choir stuff in too, and so we've scheduled it, I believe, for September 19th.
September?
Yeah, just before tournaments. Yeah, that too. I'm not real good with months.
That's okay. That's your point. Believe me, Coach, I made mistakes as well, so and I just wanted to kind of clarify that. We're going to just kind of skip football, Malachi, and you can play that back. Then you got a big game, a double weekend next weekend. Winford, Friday night. You have a game Saturday?
Upper Sandusky.
Upper Sandusky. So who's the athletic director? That's a tough weekend. Winford is always great.
Yes, obviously, they pose a great challenge. But we're going to try to focus on what we need to do on Friday, and then hopefully retool. And Friday night, watch some more tape and get ready Saturday morning for Upper.
What do you know about Winford right now? prepare for? I mean, I'm not trying this because we don't play anybody until we play Winford. So, preparing for Winford right now, what are the keys to being successful against a good program?
Well, I think everything starts with Affiliator with them. He's real long, he's left-handed, and he uses his left hand to a great advantage. And, he's a solid rebounder, and we've got to limit touches from him, and we've got to be able to keep people in front and hopefully make a basket or two.
All right. Coach, I always appreciate it when you stop by. It's good to have you and your young men here. We'll look forward to talking to you again 2 weeks. That'll be the Monday after Christmas weekend. We'll look forward to our next visit here on the show. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Dan.
All right. We're going to be up with the Winford part of the program. We'll talk to the Winford ladies. That comes up in just a very few minutes from right now on the WQEL Facebook page from Pizza Hut in Bucyrus.